scenery in front of him, and then he starts cutting it with a knife, and then he eats it, and then he drinks everyone's milkshake in the whole place.
I drink, y'all, inside the ant farm. Welcome.
Welcome, guys. I was talking about Peter Dinklage on the last Game of Thrones.
He's talking about his Dinklage. That's right, guys. This is what we're drinking today. We got 2
bread.
bottles. We're drinking out the bottle today.
Well, they were just small enough. I didn't want to try to fit it into a cup, so I figured we each get our own.
Well, these are nice too. Beer brewed.
You also were driving home, so literally 5
beer brewed with bananas.
Smells. I can smell the bananas in it.
That's banana-tastic.
We should have done this podcast in pajamas, so we could have been drinking
bananas and pajamas. So guess what, Matt? Community's canceled. I'm just putting that out there.
We're supposed to say how we're doing first.
Community's canceled.
Come on,
I want to talk about this.
Why are you trying?
This is how we're doing.
This for 30 minutes.
This is how we're doing.
I can talk about this for 30 minutes. I could really. Let's give you literally the whole podcast.
This is coloring my mood, just so you know. My mood is colored.
My mood is sad but optimistic. I'm hoping that maybe it can be picked up. Now, it probably won't be, but I'm going to be optimistic about it because it's such a fan-ravenous-based show. I could see them kickstarting this into another season.
Let's talk because I have stuff to talk about on that too.
All right. Well,
there's more to the story. Okay, so how are you doing, big guy? Let's hear it.
He's like, no, I don't want to talk about it yet. Talk about you. I'm good because commencement was yesterday, and I had this whole week off because I took it off. So it's gonna be pretty awesome.
I was just thinking. Sorry, real quick. I was wishing that bucket that AC bucket I made was down here, and I could put it in Activist as a guest star on the podcast.
Well, it could be the Tom Servo of our podcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I've got an
maybe
next
voice
time.
in there. Yeah,
maybe next time.
Because I see that there's actually people can't see this right now, but the picture is actually in my screen right now.
Let's see right there.
So yeah, the week off. That's nice. Since we got the beard going.
I have it off this whole week. So, I actually just.
So when are we going to go see Neighbors or something? I don't know. Now we're going to see Neighbors.
Neighbors #1 movie of this week.
That's news. Don't give it away yet.
I can't believe that.
It's on the list. It's on the list.
Okay, but how was your week?
My week was long.
How does commencement work for you in there? Because you're not selling tickets, so you got to be in the building and hang out. I know lacrosse was after.
No. We had to get ready for. We went to the soccer stadium for the women's NCAA lacrosse game. They played against Stony Brook.
Should you hang out at Coin Field?
No. Coin Field is the better field.
Oh, you're the other one.
Yeah, soccer stadium.
Oh, I always get those two mixed up.
Soccer stadium has this little wooden booth that it's full of spiders, and they put me in the booth, and there's no airflow. And
none of the spiders were radioactive, so it didn't really matter.
Yeah, so it was like, another one bit me. Nothing coming out. What the?
Nope.
Can't stick the walls. What the?
Nope.
No one's gonna show up. Don't worry. 500 people showed up. It was just me in the booth. I'm like, okay, just get in line slowly. Sorry,
this is gonna suck for number 400
for all of us. And yeah, so we had 2 people on the compliance side because we were expecting a lot of compliance people, but we weren't expecting a lot of people because we were thinking, they're going to be eating and stuff. It's a nice day; they're going to be out doing stuff. But nope, they wanted to see the NCAA. They wanted to see Gary Gate and his women's team.
While we're here, let's watch soccer.
By the way, bombed out Stony Brook. Just sent them home crying. It was not even. I think it was 10-2 in the first after the first half. I'm like,
is there a mercy rule in soccer?
Yeah, it's eee. And in lacrosse, for that matter, because that's what it was.
Speaking of soccer, one of the free games for PS3.
Speaking of lacrosse.
Well, one of the soccer games for PS. There's a new. It's a PEC.
Over PS3.
PS Soccer.
Who plays that? All games are old, right?
It's a free game for PS. So I've been playing soccer.
Okay.
And I don't know what I'm doing. I could just run offsides.
I got a red card. Can I keep that?
I know what offsides is now. Well, I put it. I'm like, I'll put it a beginner because I haven't played a soccer game in 10 years, and it's the easiest game right now. So I need to put it up because basically the defense just kind of stands there, and they move like Techno Super Bowl. They all move the same. Like that. I'm like, no. Okay, I gotta put up one at least. This is if you have no thumbs and you're playing the game. But
oh, here we go, easy. Got something good for you.
It's you're on beginner. Okay, let's get to our list. Let's do this. You seem to have more than I do, so
it's all smoke and mirrors.
I have a lot of TVs, but let's talk. Let's wait for community.
Community is going to be our main topic. So first, I'm going to talk about something that's crazy that I just read today, and I had to include it. Casey Kasem is missing. He's fucking missing right now.
He's alive?
He's missing!
No, he's alive.
A judge has ordered him found because he is missing. No one knows where he is. His wife says that he was taken out of the country basically against his will.
For what reason?
What the voice of Scooby-Doo, people. The guy that does Casey Kasem's Rock of New Year. He's a radio DJ for many years.
Dick Clark, you're thinking about it.
Did he did no? Okay, on the radio. On the radio, yeah. Rock of New Year.
Why would you take him now?
Yeah, he was, and his wife's just like, yeah, someone took him out of the country.
His wife's like, I have a certain set of skills.
Yeah, like,
I will find you and I will kill you.
I'm 95 years old at this point. Like,
and I will break my head.
So he's missing. I read that and I was like, this has got to be some kind of hoax. And I clicked on that link.
It's like, we'll give him back to you for $1 million. Oh, you want $1 million? Okay.
Yeah.
You got like 50,000.
He's rich. He's not rich.
Okay.
You didn't get a lot of residuals.
Okay. You got like $20.
I mean, you still get checks from Scooby-Doo,
Can you take it back?
right?
Actually, we don't have any adult diapers left.
Yes, that's. I had to put that out there because it's crazy.
That is a little
bananas. Casey Kasem, I was abducted.
I hope he talks about it if he goes back on the air. He's not like 90. How old is he?
He's super old. Like Scooby-Doo was back in like the 70s, the early 70s,
late 60s, early 70s.
Yeah,
something. I don't know.
He was in Technicolor. Oh boy!
Holy shit! So Zack Snyder is teasing something.
I didn't write this down.
Oh, good. Zack Snyder is teasing tomorrow, which will probably be yesterday or the day before. By the time
it's on Friday. Friday's
so like
on Friday.
You already will have seen this.
We're not going to spoil it.
The new Batmobile. He showed like a tarp over the Batmobile and showed the back tires.
So
which look like
more wheels to tumbler. So the tumbler.
The wheels on the back are very tumbler-like, but the front is longer and sloped, so it kind of looks like the 90s.
It looks like penis and balls.
It could be like a dick.
Oh yes, thank you,
like
Zack Snyder.
Thank you, Zack. He's like, go fuck yourself with the Batmobile. But I want to see it's supposedly tomorrow.
He's like, I really like it. I see the design; it makes my mouth water. I don't know what it is about it.
He's like, and then it shoots liquid out the front.
Yeah, and it's you can shoot the Joker with a liquid, and just
the door actually kind of like rubs up and down, like takes 3 or 4 times to close.
And it turns a little red. And that means it's chafed. It needs to get rid. It needs to fix the paint or something. You put a little lotion on, wax, and you're fine.
And when he's in a real sticky situation, there's a plastic coating that goes right over it, and you're good. So,
Zack Snyder, I gotta watch this picture now because I wish I could add more to this.
It's just the back tires and like a tarp. You could, like I said,
I hope it looks like a big fucking cock.
The front doesn't look Tumblr-like. It looks like it slopes down like the '90s song. I know you do.
It's like a fucking Trojan rod.
I know you do.
Because I love Zack Snyder, but he just doesn't give a shit. He doesn't care. He's so stupid.
Well, if it was Bryan Singer, it probably looked like a dick.
It looked like a little boy's dick. Dum. He's like, I didn't do it. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Fuck.
He's like, these kids have mouths. You didn't fucking They're gonna
Yeah, he put his dick in those mouths. Yeah,
they're gonna remember that. I don't know.
Oh boy.
They'll never talk.
Oh boy.
This is gonna go good.
So
for me.
X-Men, right?
I'm still watching it. Sorry, it's gonna be awesome.
But he's gonna put little scenes in there, and you're like, I get it now. I get it.
He loves superheroes with the little light.
Come here, Scott Summers. I'm going to take you under my wing. Put your head down. No.
He loves the superheroes with the little sidekicks. That's why he's a big fan of that. He's like, you could be my Robin.
Jump on my back.
You could be my. Does Marvel have any little kid sidekicks? Or is it just the Teen Titans?
Bucky.
The Teen Titans are all little kids.
Teen Titans are DC. Bucky, oh my god, dude, you're so terrible at this. The Young Avengers. There you go. Young Avengers. Lunchbox. Okay. And Generation X. They're not.
He saved me. Fuck you. Okay. So what do you got, bitch?
The Constantine trailer.
Oh,
what'd you think?
Was awesome, dude.
I was excited.
It gave me a little.
I gotta try and convince Jamie to watch it now.
I gotta get Jess to watch it.
Because definitely it's giving me a hard sell.
I think Jess is gonna watch. Jess will watch it because she liked Constantine in the movie. Too. She likes Supernatural. She liked Constantine in the movie.
See, Jamie, not a big fan of Keanu Reeves in that movie, so I have to convince her that's not
ridiculous,
the same thing.
but she still liked it, I think. So that means she's definitely like this guy. This guy had an English accent.
He was actually playing the Hellblazer character, John Constantine.
I liked it a lot.
He was just playing a made-up character.
I'm Keanu Reeves, but as a
Keanu, I just need here's a point. Can you try and do an English accent?
Here's my English accent.
This is my English accent. I'm from England. Cheerio.
God damn it, Keanu Reeves.
Cheerio. Oh, jeez. Okay, just do your voice.
Is that whatever? Just
can you dye your hair blonde? Nope. When I dye my hair, it goes back to black.
So this is an NBC DC. Now, there's one on NBC. There's The Flash, which will be on CW.
2 on CW. iZombie as well, another DC.
Oh, I forgot about that. Thanks. So two on CW, and then one on Fox. Can these worlds be linked somehow?
No.
I'm guessing Gotham can't be, because Gotham would be in the past.
Unless they're all by the same production company, there's no way they're linked.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily, because they've been talking about trying to link. Well, CW and NBC, I believe NBC is the parent company of CW, I believe.
Well, the thing is, it's not about the channel necessarily; it's about the production company. Like, was NBC Universal doing all this, which sometimes happens?
I've heard that they may be trying to somehow link Constantine to the Flash and to Arrow to get them in that world somehow. I think that'd be really cool. I think that, a lot of people like Arrow.
It's tough sell for me, but I'm open to it.
Well, Constantine is not.
They need more cohesion in the DC world anyway.
But the thing is, Constantine, obviously, Arrow and Flash will definitely be linked.
Constantine is definitely like the occult, like the dark side of the Justice League. Like he's even in the comic Justice League Dark. So he's definitely up there as a hero. Like he's a very famous hero as well. He's very 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 popular comic. Probably one of the best selling comics in England, the Hellblazer series, which is what the Constantine is based on.
He's almost like he's kind of like the Doctor Strange, like the Dark Horse.
Yeah, except he's like a cooler version of Doctor Strange.
Sure. But I'm saying
I'm wearing tights in a cave.
He's a Dark Horse guy that a lot of people don't think of as a comic book superhero. And then
he's super powerful.
This guy is cool.
He's super powerful too, yeah. And that's a lot of people underestimate him. Like a lot of his enemies underestimate him because they're like, oh, he's a
douchebag in a trench coat, yeah.
And then he like pulls out some fire hands or some shit. And you're like, what?
Fire hands.
Say what?
Fire hands are fucked up. Speaking of trailers, that Gotham trailer, dude. That Gotham trailer. How was that for you, man?
Making me. I'm going to link so much shit in here.
The Gotham trailer was hot. Like yes.
I just want to see Oswald Cobblepot get punched in the face.
Really like. I like that the serial nature of it and the fact that it's like, hey, these guys are... that guy's going to be bad. That guy's...
I can't wait till they add a young Mr. Freeze.
Like, hello, I'm Mr. Freeze. I only hope he has...
I'm a doctor student.
I only hope he has the Arnold Schwarzenegger Austrian accent. That's all.
Like, I'm going for my PhD.
I came here with a
Freezeonomics.
I am Freeze. I am here for cryogenics.
I want scholarship.
I've come from Austria and I've lift weights and pump you up. Or they could just have Arnold Schwarzenegger play him, but like they put him on his knees, and he's like,
I am a little kid. I'm a child. I'm very smart.
Oh boy.
He's not a tumor.
I'm going to be the Terminator. We're going to tell you why he's old.
I'm going to tell Mr. Freeze jokes all the time.
We're going to tell you why he's very old. It's because he's...
I could do my Arnold Schwarzenegger impression forever. Like, I wish I could talk like that. But yeah,
I think we should get more I need to write more stuff with impressions here. Like, so we can do like... Okay, so Neighbors beats Spidey. Do your Seth Rogen impression, man. Do it. You'll do it.
He's like the fucking funniest
Did you see that Saturday Night Live?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, where his family, my parents are those.
He's like the... So how do you feel about... Have you seen the trailer for Neighbors?
Spidey 2. Actually, me and Jamie, it's a free movie.
It was way above the expectations, I guess, for Neighbors.
$50 million.
And that's the most he's ever made. The most he's ever made
in a movie, yeah.
By $17 million.
Yeah. It's a blockbuster. I'm prepared. Zac Efron's a great actor. I love Rose Byrne. Zac Efron is a good actor. Like he just needs room to breathe.
He picks wrong parts.
He does. He picks horrible parts. But he's good in the shitty roles he plays. He says that's the thing. He needs breath. He needs.
Remember that this guy like Zac Efron. Just remember.
And when you see him as the next fucking Batman in 10 years, then you'll be like, oh,
Miguel was right. He'd be a great Nightwing.
He'd be an awesome Nightwing. Yeah. He's got charisma. That's the thing.
Or like a Red Hood or something. Like one of those.
Seth Rogen's great too, but he's always stuck in his stoner comedies. Rose Byrne, I thought was great in Damages.
I loved him in Green Arrow, Green Hornet. I loved him in
Green Arrow as well.
I love him in Green Arrow.
I'm the Green Arrow.
I didn't say. I'm so good weed. But I like him in Green Hornet.
That's what I call the strain of weed I made. That was actually his next largest opening movie was Green Hornet. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, so that it beat Spider-Man 2, and it's Spider-Man 2's second week out.
Good.
This shows our review stands, and we will not. I'll post it right here. Maybe I don't know.
That movie, it wasn't a hot bag of garbage, but it was. There's parts of it that were hot bag garbage. I actually
like the fact that we didn't need Dennis Leary in that movie.
I've had a few discussions with people about it, like online, and they all like, well, you know, I'm like, yeah, I know what you liked about it. I understand that, and I'm not trying to hate on anyone else's view on it.
Exactly.
It's
we
just,
like your point of view. We
admire your point of view. We like people that don't think exactly the same way, but
don't be a sleaze stack.
When you got the romance and you got the action, you just smash them together. I'm like, nah, why did you do that?
Well, and then you have like two completely different characters played by the same person. Where it's like Peter Parker's like, yeah, I'm an inconsiderate doucheball, and then
you could have said that.
I'm going to help people.
You could have said that with Electro and Jamie Foxx, and Bald Willie Beeman. Willie Beeman in 20 years.
Yeah.
But I mean, you could have said that about a lot of characters. Like, hey. There's some development that got really.
Well, that's the thing. Like he gained, like one of the superpowers was super confidence.
It's like now I'm fucking a baller because I have a big electro.
Because
dick.
I am Dr. Manhattan.
He's like, because I got a 13-inch electro dick now. It's like,
by the way, he also the thing that really pissed me, and I didn't say this in the review. I don't think
he did say Dr. Manhattan
rubber clothes. Like he made rubber.
No, we talked about that. We did
rubber. We can't. Electricity cannot make rubber
because he had shorts the first time. And then he got like a whole bodysuit the second time.
What the fuck? Wait. What the
I'm like, did someone... No one gave that to him. He made it, somehow.
He generated it as he made himself. Okay.
Like, Dr. Manhattan at least made sense. He's like, I'm blue all the time.
We'll get past that.
Okay. Alright. Before you get angry and you can't even talk.
Yeah.
You're more angry about that than about you getting canceled.
Almost there.
Speaking of shows that might have got canceled but didn't, Hannibal renewed.
Yeah!
There's a glimmer of hope in NBC.
Protein scrambles for everybody.
Oh, god damn it. Have you watched the last episode, by the way?
No, I'm one episode behind.
Why? Mike, this last episode is fucking fantastic.
We'll get to it, believe me. We'll get to it. Dude, every episode of the season has been fantastic.
This one is going to turn you on your head. You're like, oh, shit!
Where they're both sitting and eating together, like, what the fuck is going on?
That's what it's like. Every episode is so. First of all, they're beautiful.
Yeah,
if you don't watch Hannibal yet,
gorgeous.
As long as you can handle
gorgeous
horror and gore, because there's a lot of gore. There's a lot of awful gore in it, but they're beautiful. It's like
the food is. I want to eat at his house.
It's like watching Van Gogh paint or something.
Yeah.
You know,
the art director for that needs some sort of Emmy. Serious, for real.
He needs to win all the Emmys.
For reals, yeah.
He needs to win all the Emmys.
The writers need the Emmys. Hugh Dancy and Mads Mikkelsen need Emmys. Lawrence Fishburne needs an Emmy. So give them all an Emmy. They're awesome. Yeah. Everything about that show is amazing.
Yeah, I agree. But it got renewed, so they're thinking it's going to be on Friday. I guess it's almost been in the summer a few times, but the summer is the lower rating spot. But I will watch it wherever they put it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Well, that's basically because
I'd rather see this
Grimm and Constantine are going to be on Fridays, which is where Hannibal would be. So they may not have Hannibal there. They may push it until the summer. That's why.
I don't like them starting Constantine out in that slot, though. That's not a good slot.
It is a good slot for people that watch Grimm, because people that watch Grimm are going to want to watch Constantine, Supernatural, that type of thing. That's why they're doing it.
And also, they're all mostly. They don't want Grimm's viewership is mostly sex offenders.
Well, so they don't want
they're all like people that.
They don't want the lead-in to be Parks and Rec. They don't want.
Hey guys, next up, I'm Dark Dustin.
Yeah, exactly.
Kill you.
Exactly. That makes sense when they're putting it.
I don't know why I did a Rhino impression.
Friday.
I don't know. I just did a Rhino.
I kill you. Crush you. I kill you.
It sucks where they're putting it this Friday, but if Grimm is doing pretty good on Fridays. So they put Grimm, Constantine together. I've watched like 2 episodes of Grimm. But it was like in the beginning. It was like with the following where I didn't really like it in the beginning, so I didn't finish watching it.
You should keep watching the following.
I know you told me that. I haven't got to
guilty pleasure.
I want to go back and watch Veep.
Like it's not necessarily good. But it's great. Everyone chews up scenery in that, and it's great. Like you're not in it because
does Kevin Bacon do anything from Flashdance?
Yeah, he basically. It's not Flashdance, Footloose, man. Jeez, he punched me in the balls.
That was on purpose.
No, okay. So to go back to Spider-Man 2 just for a sec, I just want to say that after thinking about it a little bit, I wish there was more Rhino in there. Because he was just funny.
Do you have to do a part 2 of our review?
Yeah. Because it was just funny. I was like, I kind of not. It kind of grows on me now. Like I'm like, I
break you. I crush you. I kill you.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Paul Giamatti, by the way, wasted on that part. Completely wasted.
Not needed. So Red Dead Redemption, Matt.
Oh, I have
listed for PC.
Yes, I heard about this.
Are you going to get
on
it
the Microsoft site?
I might play through it for the first time.
You didn't finish Red Dead Redemption? Why?
I got to Mexico and I'm just like, okay.
God damn it, it's a good
I'm in Mexico.
game.
I played through a lot of awesomeness, and then I was like, now you're in Mexico.
It was one of
Have
the
some
few
sand.
games where I like doing the side quests, which I don't really... I hate side quests. Like, you're like one of the guys that'll finish all the fucking side quests. I can't do that.
Every last
I'm like,
one of them.
Main story, done with this game, I'll throw it
I've
out.
actually played the side quests in like Elder Scrolls 2 in 2 out of 3 of the kingdoms several times.
I can't do that shit.
Up until level 15
Like
for 2 different
Skyrim,
characters.
I got fucking lost and then I got bored. I'm like, I didn't finish Skyrim because of that. Because I was like, oh, there's another side quest. I don't want to do
Speaking of which, you should be playing
anymore.
Elder Scrolls Online with me sometime.
I just paid for 3 months of it, so I better play it. Well, it's because you're always on like at midnight and I'm asleep by then.
Whatever.
Because you have a weird timeline.
I gotta go to
You
bed.
have the darkest timeline. That's what you got.
No, Matt. Speaking of the darkest timeline, good lead-in. Community's been canceled. Actually, no. Before that, a better show that got canceled. Dracula. No, I'm just kidding. Community. Dracula was canceled though.
That's
Fuck that
funny.
show. Fuck that show. Community though.
That
Canceled.
Dracula was made. Does anyone know that?
I'm John Rhys Myers? Davies? I don't know. One of those John Rhys's.
He's like, I'm playing Dracula, who would be good with an English accent, but I'm going to try to play it with a fucking American
and
accent.
I'm a businessman who's like trying to sell clean water
Fuck
or
you,
something.
John Rhys Myers.
And fuck whoever wrote that show.
And it should have been John Rhys Davies.
I am Dracula. Drink blood.
Ah, Welsh accent.
One of the only true Welsh accents.
Community is cancelled.
It was.
That is the darkest
Did you
timeline.
listen to the last Harmontown? He actually does a live Harmontown from Portland, and he got...
I haven't got
a couple
told.
hours before it got canceled, so he talks about it a little bit.
jeez.
But he was like in an alright mood during it. He's really been in a kind of alright mood during it. I mean, he had to be prepared for this to happen.
Oh, of course.
Because every year this is what they were prepared for since season 2.
They're always a bubble show.
Since season 2,
As
they were on the
TV
bubble.
lingo goes.
And NBC...
Waste what they're doing. They suck.
it's pathetic.
They're not good with marketing. They're not good with putting things in the right spots.
Like Parks and Rec. The only reason Parks and Rec is still around is because they had a more rabid fan base than Community in their own.
Well, and they're also
way.
more mainstream. Like it's more of a mainstream
and
show.
It's
episodic.
and tangents scare people. Like the nerdcore quality of Community was amazing.
Yeah.
Like if you're a nerd, this was the show of your lifetime, really. You know.
But the thing is, like, you could air those shows and in any order you really wanted to. Which sometimes they made him do that, which sucked too.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like Parks and Rec is there's a storyline that goes throughout it, so you got this people that follow it for that. Whereas you can watch any real episode of Community.
A lot of people have a hard time.
It's
Like they did
amazing.
it with Almost Human too. And Almost Human, they aired it out of order, and it made it a little confusing, and it lost fan base because of that.
And plus, Nicolas Cage was originally cast in that original role, so he's like, "Oh, I'm confused.
I'm Detective Kennex.
Who? Man.
What? Where?
You're my robot, Paul Bettany."
Hi,
Puts on the spot.
I am a MX. This is what the regular MX.
That's pretty
sound
good.
like.
I like that. That was pretty good.
I'm a regular MX anyway, so
Because he's supposedly he's gonna be the Vision.
he is gonna be the Vision.
Yeah.
He's not gonna be Jarvis anymore, which is
not Ultron.
weird. I wonder if they're gonna make him Jarvis and the Vision in.
Well, I think what they're gonna do is have Tony Stark create him, and then put Jarvis
I
in
agree
voice.
with that. And when they were talking about, oh, they don't know who's going to create him yet, I said Tony Stark should.
Well, because they're
put
not
his voice in there.
They're not really making a Hank Pym in this world, which I agree with because Hank Pym is a confusing character.
Yeah.
And
so morally.
I'm
gray.
Giant Man. I'm Ant Man. I'm this guy. I'm the guy that created this. I'm
the biggest dick in the world.
Yeah,
I'm a hero. You know, it's like I don't know.
And plus the fact that the character Ant Man, it was 3 different people. One of whom was a rapist, and one of whom beat his wife, and one of whom was just a kind of a sop. You know,
But they're going to pick Sop. Sop's the guy they're going with.
which is good because it's Paul Rudd. They should make that more of a comedy anyway. It would be more fun that way. You know, but
And then hopefully DC's going to follow up with Apache Chief, and then we got.
I grow when I say a nonsense word.
Hug'em
Hug'em chug'em. Oh no, man, he's so racist.
Hopefully Apache Chief featuring the Wonder Twins.
I'm from the Cree Foot Indians. It's not a thing.
I'm a gorilla. I'm a water backpack.
What the fuck?
Who thinks that?
How much LSD do you have to smoke to come up with those
Dude,
characters?
he's gonna have an ice bucket.
We need 2 characters by tomorrow. Here, take this brown stamp real quick.
He's like, he's gonna be a squirrel, and she's gonna be an ice bucket.
See, she's gonna carry it around, and he's gonna, and then they're gonna slip on the ice, and they're gonna fall over.
It's gonna be great, guys. Comedy gold.
Okay, Community. Back to Community. Wow, that's a tangent. Community canceled. So they've done a couple talks now with Dan Harmon, and because a lot of people are like, we need to get this back on the air, and this is what you were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Dan Harmon doesn't really want it to come back on the air. For him, it's kind of like he's going out on top, for him.
Dan Harmon said he would not get in the way of someone picking it up.
He did say that.
But he said it's very unlikely that he thinks it will get picked up by anyone. And that's understandable because it's really tough to grab those rights.
Hulu technically has the
Hulu has a digital
streaming
rights.
Yeah.
Streaming rights. It does not have the original content rights.
No.
And so they'd have to pick that up, or Netflix, or someone, and they have to work out a contract with NBC, and it's a pain in the ass. It's like Arrested Development didn't come out till 7 years after Arrested Development ended. How long was it? And
there's a movie.
Well, people liked. I love the last season of Arrested Development. It was great. I thought it was good.
I thought it was okay.
I thought it was good.
It felt disjointed to me, but
that's all Arrested Development.
The thing is that it wasn't like an ensemble piece in the Netflix version. It was like, here, this is Michael Jr.'s episode, and this is like Job's episode, and this is like...
No, I kind of like the way that... I disagree with you, because I like the way they did that, because they're like, hey, this is the part that leads in this part, and like, oh, here's a little part of this piece, and plus you love... If you've watched all of them, you love all the characters. And I
did watch all of them.
It's like if there was an Abed spin-off, you love watching Abed.
No.
You love watching Troy doing something.
It's an ensemble. No.
It is. I'm not saying it isn't, but I'm saying that you'd still love watching
It's like watching one of the Doctor's companions have a show, right? Am I right, people? Huh? The name? I don't know the names. River Song is one of the names.
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
So you're trying.
There's a Rory. There's a Rory.
Rory Williams.
Right? Yeah, what's up?
And Amy Pond, of course.
Is that a character or a person?
Amy Pond is a person.
Yeah.
Who's a companion. I'm naming companions for you.
Okay. I thought Amy Pond was an actual person. Like an actual actor.
No, that's Karen Gillan plays Amy Pond.
So it's a pond and there's a river?
Yes, there's a reason for that, which I won't give away if you've never watched Doctor Who.
So can I be Danny Ocean and be like Danny Ocean? That'd be awesome. Like Ocean's 11 connection.
I thought you were going to say Billy Ocean.
Billy Ocean's cool too. I like Danny Ocean better. That's the guy from...
Oh, Billy Ocean's the gay reggae singer, so...
Okay. See, man, then you got me back finally, right? Huh?
Justice.
By the way, you're the one who knew who the gay reggae singer was.
I know singers, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Don't be a hater.
Yeah.
Was that your way of trying to get me back?
Trying to Tim too?
Didn't work.
Didn't need to get you back. Get yourself back.
Anyway, community, reeling back in, reeling back in. Community.
I blame the banana bread beer. It's delicious.
That was pretty good. Well, we had 3 beers before that too. That doesn't really help. But okay. So yeah, I would love to see it picked up for 6 seasons. The 6th season, a movie thing. The hashtag, the rally cry.
See, for me, I just think where are they going to go with it, and is Dan Harmon involved?
Sure.
Because Dan Harmon seems very lukewarm about it.
He would do it.
And the thing is, he's
I think
that's the thing. Like, is he gonna have his whole heart in it if he would do it? How would you feel if you're showing up here?
If he doesn't do it, I want to see what he does next.
I'm excited. He's already doing something next. It's called Rick and Morty. Watch it.
No, I'm talking about like a sitcom.
It is freaking amazing.
I don't have it on Netflix.
Download it illegally. You download Game of Thrones illegally, don't you?
I do not. I watch HBO Go.
Download something illegally. What's wrong with you?
I watch HBO Go. I download Orphan Black illegally.
There you go. See, awesome.
I haven't watched the last episode yet.
I know.
But
I've been working.
I'm excited. I'm hopeful, but I'm not like expecting to see another season of Community. It was a great show for what it's worth. I'm glad.
I'd love to see those characters back together, but it would have to be under certain circumstances.
I think it would be great to see those characters in like just randomly in a movie or something like they're doing with Doc Brown in A Million Ways to Die in the West. Just like a cameo or something like that.
It's a weather machine. Yeah.
That makes me want to see that movie, even though nothing.
That's
really
the only thing.
That.
That's the only thing so far, and I'm still a little worried about it. And that has NPH in it, and they should show more of him. I want to see what's he not.
He's supposedly the villain.
Showcase him. I don't see him.
That's all I know about it.
Oh boy.
I think they're trying to leak it slowly, so you're like to try to build up excitement or something.
Sometimes though, it's like when they do stuff like that, it's like this is all we have that's good in the movie, and you're like, oh okay. And that's what I'm worried about.
Like Teenage Mutant Ninja
Seth
Turtles, where they
MacFarlane
show
is
like
very hit and miss.
every explosion in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie,
Yes.
and they're like, and Megan Fox, she's hot. Look, she's hot.
Toe
She's
thumbs,
hot.
toe thumbs.
Don't look at her thumb. She's like this in every scene. They don't show her toe thumb. They do that on purpose because they know that
It's pressing the button on this camera behind it.
and you're like,
And then she pulls it out of the sock. You're like, what the?
it's not even real, bitches.
I slept with Michael Bay again. Oh, don't do that. Get out of that.
Stay classy.
Fang Fum.
Thanks for coming, guys.
I had more news. Bye.
No, you didn't.